Hey everyone, how's it going? It's yours truly, Twister Windstocker. And we're going to try this again. See, the last time I was here at the hospital, because my wife had to go to the pain clinic, I, again, wasn't allowed to go up with her because this coronavirus and everything. And I didn't know you were supposed to run a truck inside the parking garage, even though there's an open space and everything, but whatever. And I made a video, and I made it a two-parter because my phone rang and cut off, and I wasn't able to, do my usual closing. Well, for some reason, the first half of the video didn't do very good. My editing software, my old one and my new one, was like, nope, we ain't rendering this. It rendered the second part for whatever reason. I don't know why the second part was so special and it rendered it, but it didn't want to render. So I'm trying this again, but this time I'm going to do the entire thing in one take, no phone call interruptions or anything, or I'm redoing the entire thing for reals this time. And then I'm just going to upload this cell phone video thingamajigger up to YouTube lists because I ain't fooling with the editing software and making it look nice and everything. Though I am thinking about trying it for shits and giggles, but no. So, at any rate, last time I was here, I was like, oh, this, if a zombie, thing here, you have all this open space and go down, and I got confused by the whole parking garage thing. It was a very interesting video. And I may upload it without the ending. I don't know yet. I mean, it was kind of funny. I thought it was funny. So here we are at the hospital to do the Wise Pain Clinic. And, of course, I can't go up because of the coronavirus. Only patients allowed. And as usual, we're about 30 minutes early. Why not? And so it's, of course, chilly outside today because of the beanie and the hoodie. Because apparently until the 10th, we can expect chilly weather and frost and stuff. But whatever, I don't care about any of that. We're going to basically do the similar thing that we did last time that you guys didn't see, but do it this time because we're cool like that, right? Right. So, anyway, the podcast is coming back. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. The podcast is coming back. And the reason why it was like a 2-year and I think 9 months hiatus was because, one, my cousin passed away about 2 years ago now. Well, it has been 2 years ago. Over 2 years, in fact. And that, since he was more like a brother to me than a cousin, that kind of hit me kind of hard. And I was really, really sad and depressed over it because he was the, let's go do it. It didn't matter how stupid, how silly, how whatever. It was, let's go do it. We can do this. And all my other friends were more like, yeah, well, X, Y, Z could happen, and we really shouldn't do this. And if I did get him, it was more short-lived. Ooh, it got really dark. Wow. So, and plus we, within 20 years, we were able to, wrap up many adventures in which I will eventually tell on this channel. I have to decide which ones I can and cannot tell because, well, some of them was stupid. But if that hit me, then I found out, and I think I mentioned this on my channel, and I know I mentioned Fat Man's passing on this channel in a video. And I ended up having to go on a CPAP machine that adjusted to my breathing at night. If I started breathing shallow, it would adjust to breathe shallow. If I did normal brews, it would, whatever. Because I ended up, being, always tired and not ever wanting to do anything, and just the sheer thought of doing something made me more exhausted, and it really, I just didn't feel like doing things. And now that I'm on that CPAP machine for, I guess it's been a year now, I feel like doing more. I feel like, and I could have brought the podcast back sooner, and I should have, but I was still dealing with the depression of Fat Man's passing, because, it was like losing a brother, I was like, man, and so I had to deal with that, and now I'm bringing it back. I don't know if Hot Wheels will be a part of it or not. I'm hoping so, but since it's coronavirus, and I'm not waiting for this coronavirus to go away, since some people were saying June, some people were saying September, and I'm like, what the bananas? I can't wait that long. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it back. And we may use Duo to do it. We may have it where I call him and he uses his tablet or whatever it is to record his side of the conversation while we talk on the phone, and then I just edit together, which is a lot more work for me, and I really need to learn to do this. And it's still raining outside, so I think I will go back to the parking garage type thing. And I think that might be how we do it. I don't know. I just kind of get this feeling that if we do it that way, I get the feeling that my side of the conversation will be up here, and his side of the conversation will be down here, just because he's going to be talking into the microphone of the tablet. And I have those really nice Audio Technica, what are they, ATR or ART 2100s, and I can use those and sound really nice, or I can use my Blue Yeti and sound really, really nice. And then he's going to sound like I'm sounding right now. Well, maybe not like I'm sounding right now on the cell phone, but similar to it, because he's going to be in an open room and have a lot of reverb and all this other stuff going on, and I may have to take his part and use Audacity. Well, I might use Audacity for both of us, but I'm more or less going to have to probably adjust him a little bit more with Audacity than I am myself, which really wouldn't be that bad, I guess, because I could just take the audio, do whatever, boost it. Yeah, it might not be too bad, I don't guess. Or my other thought on the whole situation is that I just may go solo until the coronavirus is over, and then just have him on afterwards. Because, I mean, as much as I would like him to be on the podcast now, and we're back out in the rain because I'm a genius. Sorry about the wind. As much as I would like him to own now, I'm kind of like, well, I want the best sound quality we can. And with Skype, I could get a mixer and run it in the mixer and make it sound good. And maybe I could use Duo and pipe it into a mixer and adjust this and that and make the mixer sound good, or through the mixer make it sound good, and I don't know exactly. And then I would still have to have his video, because unless I screen capture it, which I could probably screen capture it. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have to screen capture it, or he'd have to record it and send it to me. And then, yeah, that might work. See, I'm still working out. I mean, I want this to work. I want to do this. But boy, whew. But I just got to figure out how. So I'm just asking you guys to work with me here. I will be bringing back the podcast. The goal is to start it this month and bang out some episodes and do this every week on Sunday. And I know I already missed a Sunday. I apologize for that. But I was still debating on how to do this, whether to go solo, whether to have him in it. And all this. This is something we really got to work on if we're going to bring back the podcast. And so, something that definitely needs to be talked about. We got to decide. Clyde. So yes, I am bringing it back. These videos, I am going to attempt to do these videos 3 times a week. And as of saying that, today is Friday, so I've already missed 4 days. If I do it Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, which I'm thinking about doing, but I already missed like 4 days. But again, I'm trying to work my toes into this and get my toes in the water and get a feel for this and get back into the swing of things, because I really miss making videos for you guys. I really do. And I really want to. Let's get down to where there's some walls and stuff. This wind ain't so crazy. But it's a work in progress. Which I put some thought into it, but I didn't put all the thought into it. I was like, yeah, I need to do ABC, but then I didn't think about DEF, and then, G through Z. I didn't cover everything. So I'm going to definitely bring these back, and I know my gaming, the ones I did about gaming, Final Fantasy VII, I play like 3 times, and the first time took almost 2 hours, and then it was like 45 minutes, and then 50 minutes, and it was decent, right? Decent. But I actually bought the game because I didn't realize that it came out the same day Animal Crossing did. So I got Animal Crossing, been playing 50 days on Animal Crossing. 50 days. I'm proud of myself. It's like a record, because by now I would have skipped a day or so. But 50 days. And then it wants me to do 100. And then probably 200 or 300 after that. I'm going to knock it out. Especially since I got my wife playing. Because my wife is more addicted to it than I am. She almost plays like 24 hours a day. Woo! And so, it makes it fun when you actually have somebody to, come to your island, and you go to their island and you do stuff. It makes it exciting. So that's why I'm looking forward to playing and keep playing Animal Crossing. And I bought Final Fantasy VII Remake, and because I played through the old one for I don't know how many times I played through it. And I played through, got all the way to the part where we're heading to Reactor 2, or the second reactor that you have to take out, or whatever, because you already did. And I did so freaking fantastic. I think the full game playthrough of the Scorpion was my best playthrough of that as of yet. Because I don't think, and I don't know if it was just because of the demo or not, but I don't think it jumped on the wall once, or if it did, it didn't get a chance afterwards. I just nailed that sucker. I think it was, because on the regular game from, 97? I can beat the Scorpion in like nothing. It's just like boom, gone. And on this time, it was since I knew the strategy to it, because I don't think I really had that much trouble with the Scorpion the first time I played it on Final Fantasy VII, because I've been playing JRPGs and RPGs forever, and you know, it's just the logic just sticks in your brain. But this one, it's more of an action RPG-ish, where everything's live and there's no pausing to select your battle moves and all this stuff, and you just, you know, going. Which I used to not like that way, but I like it even more now, I have to admit. But anyway, I played it and got all the way up to where we're in the subway tunnels trying to get to the second reactor. And I have to admit, I like the way the characters look in the game. I am really impressed with the revamped character models. And then I started playing, you know, I played Animal Crossing, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to play some Final Fantasy. Haven't been back to Final Fantasy. Still playing Animal Crossing. I got like 5 games or 6 games to play. Alright? Because I bought Doom Eternal. I pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077. I got Final Fantasy. What else? Oh, let's see. Final Fantasy was PlayStation. What other games did I get? Because the other ones was Xbox, since all my friends are on Xbox. What else did I get? Let's see. Got Animal Crossing, Doom, Final Fantasy, Cyberpunk 2077 is pre-ordered. Anyway, I got games, and all my time is spent playing Animal Crossing. For real. I mean, I know I need to play these games and beat them, just so I can, you know, get it interesting again. But Animal Crossing, it's like, yes. But yeah, I need to get back into Final Fantasy VII, because I really want to see how they change things, especially since I read articles and noticed things myself where both Sephiroth and Aerith both seem to be more, I don't know if it's having premonitions or more aware of past events that happened in the original game or not. But I noticed while playing it, because I didn't read, you know, articles or anything, I just kind of just, you know, do my own thing. Now they seem to be a little bit more in tune and know a little bit more about things than they did. And I'm kind of wondering if there is a way that they're finally bringing it where Aerith's fate isn't sealed to where she, I know this is going to be a spoiler to some of you, you know, dies in the game by the hands of Sephiroth. I'm kind of, you know, if they allow you to change the fate of characters, I'm kind of down for it. I'm not going to lie. That would be really cool, because I know I've read an article where one of the people that made Final Fantasy VII had experienced the passing of a family member, and he wanted the world to feel that. And that's cool. You know, that's cool. You wanted to add an emotional touch. I'm down for it. But it's been 23 years or something like that since the original. And you're going to revamp the game and add all these nice little touches, which I was especially fond of the part where we made it back to the base and you actually didn't go downstairs and talk to Baron and everything about your money and everything, that you actually were stuck in the bar, screwing around in the bar. And then you was able to go out into the city and talk to people and collect money to get the debt that you were owed and all this. I like the added touches to this game. I really do. I am really impressed with it. So I'm excited to see what this game offers. I really am. So if there's a way that Aeris does not have to die, or Aerith has to die, I'm down. I really am. Because that would make it interesting for multiple playthroughs, especially if they do the whole New Game Plus stuff, which I don't know if they do or not. But let's say they don't, and you have multiple playthroughs. And in one version of the game, you save Aerith, or Aeris. And, you know, you're like, cool, and you get that ending with Aerith there, because I watched a video where they was talking about there was a spot where possibly Aerith could have came back in the original game, and they left the spot, and they ran out of time to, you know, add her back in somehow. You know, like in Chrono Trigger. Because you have multiple endings in Chrono Trigger, and one of the endings in Chrono Trigger is when Chrono dies at the hands of, it was not Sin. What is the guy's name in, the villain in, dang, I should know this. Is it Spawn? Sometimes it's Spawn. I haven't played that game in so long, and I have that on Super Nintendo and PlayStation. And I don't like the loading times on the PlayStation. I like the quick pace on the Super Nintendo. Anyway, I think it is Spawn. Because Sin is Final Fantasy X. I do know that. Because I always thought that was kind of funny. Is it Spawn? Yeah, whatever his name is. You die at the hands of Spawn. Let's just say. And then you could get a doll to put in Chrono's place. And Chrono lives and the doll dies. And you have Chrono. And that unlocks another ending to the game. And because you beat the game without Chrono, and it's like, oh, we forgot to do something, and then they hop in the time machine and, you know, rock out and go say, I guess you could go save Chrono. Plus that had a new Game Plus, which was awesome. Which I'm kind of hoping Final Fantasy VII has a New Game Plus in it. So that would be kind of cool, since they're going to periodically release. I guess they're doing it like the Hitman game, where there's certain episodes that would release at certain points, and then you could, you know, have more missions, and then finally you have the complete game. I'm guessing they're going to do that with, because it said years, so I don't know how much they're going to be adding at a time, since they're going to try to make this game as the best game they can, I guess, which is good. So yeah, I need to get back into that. I need to play Doom Eternal, because the first one was so awesome. I can't wait for Cyberpunk 2077 to come out, because I read this thing where now you can adjust the boob size and the butt size of the character if you do choose female. I guess. I don't know if it works on male or not. But I'm like, really? Depending on how crazy they go, there can probably be some interesting things done with that. So, yeah, I'm quite impressed. So Animal Crossing 50 days, next is 100 days, and then after that it's probably 200 days. Unless they skip over 200 to go to 300, to end up in this point in time right now, and that's why we're a minute behind, people. Sorry, I recently watched Back to the Future Part 1 on Netflix again, which just happens to be one of my favorite spins on back to time travel. Because I watched H.G. Wells, and I watched, you know, a bunch of time travel movies, but Back to the Future, bar none, I like it the best. I know I said one of my favorite, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I would say that the first movie is my favorite. The second movie, it could be my second favorite. And the third movie doesn't even chart in my top 10, because I don't like the third movie at all. I was highly disappointed with the way they ended it. And it's like, why? You had such a good rhythm going. Why did you screw this up? Why? But anyway. So, anyway, back to the point I was making. I got all these games to play. I got to get the podcast back up and running. I got to get this back up and running. And, yeah. And I know it's crazy to think that I spent 5 years. 5 years? Where am I going with this? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with the 5 years. I spent 5 years. Actually, I've been dreaming about doing a podcast with my friends. That's why the original name of the podcast was Pandora's Crazy 5. Or Crazy 4, excuse me. Crazy 5. What is my thing with 5 now? Man. Since 97, late 90s, I've been wanting to do something with my friends. Since podcasting, I don't think, was around that at that point. And that's why the podcast was originally called Pandora's Crazy 4. Because I wanted Spooky in it, I wanted Hot Wheels in it, I wanted Fat Man in it, and of course, myself. And then I wanted to talk about video games, I wanted to talk about music, I wanted to talk about movies. And then I guess I waited too long, because by the time I found out about podcasts and everything, some had families, jobs took hold, scheduling conflicts. I mean, it was just insane. And yes, I could have probably done one myself. But I thought with the different flavors that all of us could bring, and I still think that Hot Wheels, Spooky, and I could bring some nice flavor to the podcast. And plus it gives, a chance to bounce off of things. Unless I did an interview style, which I don't think I'm very good at interviewing. Though I never tried it. So, yeah. That is my goal here. Is to bring some flavor for you guys. And then of course bring up these videos. And actually do what I promised. And not only bring you some video game footage, but also some outdoor stuff. Which I want to use my GoPro more, since now I fixed the SD card and I'm able to, use it again. And I want to be able to use both my Sony's, I don't even know what they are. One had a used mini disc. You could record a mini disc or use the Sony branded SD card, whatever that thing's called. I can't remember. The Pro card, whatever it's called. They both use that. So I want to use those again. I want to use my Audio-Technica's audio cards, microphones. I just want everything to sound sweet. Which is probably why I'm going to do more of these videos on the computer with either my Blue Yeti or my Audio-Technica 2100s. Just so it sounds sweet for you guys. Because I really want to I want to step it up and make it like awesome. I want to make better content for you guys. I won't say the best content, because I have a feeling that's to come, but I want to make better content than I have and give you some more flavor, some more personality to this, because I feel like watching my old videos and watching the old podcasts, they were dry, even though Hot Wheels and I was bouncing off of each other and everything, but it was so dry, there was something missing, and I wanted to bring that to these videos and the podcast and make better videos and better and better and better. So that is the goal now, ladies and gentlemen, is to do better and better and better, to the point that it is awesome. Because everybody's got to have a goal, right? My goal is to do awesome stuff for you guys. So, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave comments down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And then, of course, if you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. But if you don't mind, leave me a comment so that I can adjust. And don't make it rude. Make it, you know, what do you call it? Give me, you know, the critique that, you know, helps me go up instead of insulting me or, you know, negative criticism. Give me some positive criticism, okay? I thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's longer than I usually do, but I think this will be about the length of my videos from now on. So I will see you guys next time. Deuces.